Welcome to my latest case, The Secret of Shadow Ranch. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview. Dear Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman, pick me up at the airport. He gave me a phone number, told me to call the Raleighs at that number as soon as I got settled in, and refused to tell me anything else. In fact, he barely said 2 words to me the whole ride to the ranch. What's worse, Bess and George aren't here yet, which is very strange, because even though we had to take different flights, we figured we'd get into Phoenix at about the same time. Being here without them feels odd. After all, the Raleighs are their aunt and uncle, not mine. I wouldn't even be here if Bess and George hadn't begged them to invite me out to the ranch for 2 weeks, too. Until about 3 months ago, the Raleighs owned a clothing store. Bess said it was always their dream to sell the store and buy a cattle ranch. I hope they're okay, but frankly, as beautiful as Shadow Ranch is, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this place. Love, Nancy. That's not the right time. Must be broken.
Hello?
Hi, Bess, it's me. I'm at the ranch. Where are you guys?
Omaha.
Very funny. Come on, where are you really?
No joke, Nancy. We're in Omaha, Nebraska. Our plane had to land here so they could fix some radio problem, and now they're saying... It's Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, George.
Now they're saying we may be here for hours.
Well, at least they didn't cancel the flight.
Yet. I mean, who knows what's really going on? Yeah, no one around here ever gives you a straight answer. So what's going on there?
You're not going to believe this.
Oh my gosh, you've got a mystery to solve, don't you? I can hear it in your voice. What's happened? Tell us.
All I know so far is the Raleighs sent one of their ranch hands to pick me up at the airport instead of meeting my plane themselves.
That is weird. Yeah, that doesn't sound like Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet at all. Are they there at the ranch?
Nope. The ranch hand who picked me up told me I could reach them at this phone number he gave me.
So what'd they say?
I haven't called them yet.
So call them! Yeah, and as soon as you do, call us. We're so bored. George just bought a book on 19th century clothing and accessories.
George did?
It's the only thing in the bookstore here that looked halfway interesting. So if you need to know anything that's even remotely related to 19th century fashion, let us know, okay?
Sounds good to me.
In the meantime, call Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet. I mean, not only have you got our curiosity going, but we're bored, Nancy. Bored!
I hear ya. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
You better.
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message at the beep.
It's Nancy. Just calling to say hi. You don't need to call me back. Bye.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Raleigh. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy! Are you at the ranch?
Yes, and I'm a little concerned that you're not. Nobody around here will tell me anything.
That's because I told them not to. I wanted you to hear what happened from the horse's mouth, as it were. I thought you might worry otherwise.
But I am worrying. I can't help but think that something terrible's happened.
Oh, everything's fine. I mean, it is now. It wasn't last night, of course.
Everything would have been fine last night if you hadn't made such a fuss.
How could I not make a fuss? There was a rattlesnake in our bedroom, for Pete's sake.
Don't tell me you're at the hospital.
Yes, we are. Although I'm only here because Ed's here. He's the patient. I'm just here to keep him company.
You can go home any time you want.
Oh, someone's got to keep you out of trouble. Next thing I know, you'll be playing with scorpions.
I wasn't playing with that snake. I was trying to shoo it out of the room.
I told Ed to leave it alone and let one of the hands get it out of there, but no, Ed started poking at it with my yardstick, and all of a sudden it leapt up and bit him.
Where?
In the bedroom, dear. I could have sworn I mentioned that.
No, Mrs. Raleigh. I mean, where did it bite him? On his arm? On his leg?
Oh, on his arm, just below the elbow. Swelled up something awful. But fortunately, he's doing much better today, and the doctors think he'll be well enough to go home in a day or so.
I'm well enough to go home right now.
No, you're not. If I don't stay here with him, he'll get up and walk right out that door.
No, I won't.
Would you rather that Bess and George and I postpone our visit?
Oh, good heavens, no. I won't hear of it. You're going to go on as if none of this ever happened. You just go get a horse from Tex. He's the head wrangler, and go riding to your heart's content. I told Shorty to go ahead with the cookout I planned for tonight, and...
The envelope. Have her take that envelope to Mary.
Oh, good idea. There's an envelope in the roll-top desk in the den marked Mary. If you could ride over to Mary Yazzy's and give it to her, we'd really appreciate it.
I'd love to. Is there an address on the envelope?
Dave will tell you how to get there.
She's gonna have to get the key to the desk from him, too.
Oh, that's right. I always lock the roll-top. Dave has the key. Oh, dear. It seems like there was something else I wanted to tell you.
The horse, Bet. Tell her about the phantom horse.
Did he say phantom horse?
Yes. You see, last night we...
Hello, Mr. Raleigh. Time for those tests.
Uh-oh. We have to go. Don't worry about us, dear. You just go have fun. Just be sure to wear a hat and drink plenty of water. It's going to be another hot one. Bye!
No, wait. Just tell me about the... phantom horse?
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic messaging service.
I'll call back later.
What is it this time?
Excuse me?
Nancy! Hi! Sorry, I thought you were somebody else.
Am I calling at a bad time?
Hey, Nancy.
Hi, Frank.
I thought you were this guy we're doing some work for.
You guys are on a case? That's great.
No, it's not. Turns out the guy is a bit neurotic.
What does he want you to do?
He wants us to track down his missing laptop. He left it in a restaurant.
Only he keeps calling us.
Yeah, like every 2 minutes.
He's become a real nuisance.
Maybe you should just quit.
Can't.
Of course you can.
The guy's filthy rich, and if we find that laptop, he said he'd make us filthy rich.
But the real reason we can't quit is he's the son of our mother's best friend.
Yeah, if we quit, we'd never hear the end of it. Uh-oh, we've got another call.
Let him leave a message for the 9 millionth time. So Nancy, tell us about the ranch.
The Raleighs aren't here because Mr. Raleigh was bitten by a rattlesnake last night.
Whoa, how bad off is he?
He's still in the hospital, but they think he's going to be okay.
They've got rattlesnakes around there, huh?
Apparently, they've also got a phantom horse.
Phantom horse?
That's what Mrs. Raleigh said. She hung up before she could explain.
Well, when she explains it to you, be sure to explain it to us.
Catch you later.
Adios.
Happy trails.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic messaging service.
I'll call back later. Frances Humber. Wonder who she was.
Phoenix and surrounding areas will be hot and dry today, with temperatures expected to reach the mid-90s by 5 this afternoon. After that, temperatures will begin to drop, with a nighttime low in the mid-60s. Most areas to the south and west of Phoenix can expect more heat for the next several days, while areas to the north and east should also expect rapidly developing thunderstorms. So if you're going to be hiking, biking, camping, or horseback riding, be aware that sudden downpours and flash floods are always a possibility at this time of year, and don't go into the wilderness areas unprepared.
We've got several livestock auctions in the area tonight and tomorrow. Small animals, including goats, rabbits, and chickens, will be auctioned off at Barney Hall in Apache Junction, with doors opening at 6 and bidding beginning at 7. Barney Hall is located at 1339 South North Street. Also tonight, there's a horse auction at Lobenthal Farms, located on Route 5 in Gilbert. Doors will open at 5 for stall inspection of sale animals. Bidding starts promptly at 7. At 10 a.m. tomorrow, that's 10 in the morning, folks, there'll be video cattle auction over in the Gemstone Room at the Blue Dog Hotel in Rittenhouse, featuring Charolais and Angus breeding stock.
Hear that? That's the sound of happy cattle, healthy cattle, cattle whose diet includes Big Pink mineral supplement, chelated for easy absorption. Big Pink is the perfect blend of calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, sodium, chlorine, potassium, sulfur, cobalt, copper, fluoride, iodine, iron, manganese, selenium, and zinc. Minerals no bovine should be without. So for big results, stock up on Big Pink now.
Hey, you must be Nancy. I'm the cook, Shorty Thurmond. Welcome to Shadow Ranch. Come on over here and tell me about yourself. You have talked to the Rawleys, right?
Beth said something about a phantom horse. Do you know what she was talking about?
Sure do. See, I was just about to crawl into bed last night when all of a sudden this glowing horse comes galloping up outside. It stops and rears and paws, whinnying and snorting. Then it just wheels around and gallops off into the night. It was Dirk Valentine's horse, you know. Now it's a phantom.
Dirk Valentine?
Dirk Valentine was an outlaw around here back in the 1880s. Legend has it he was in love with Frances Humber. She lived right here on Shadow Ranch. Unfortunately, her daddy was the sheriff.
Something tells me this story does not have a happy ending.
Because of him, Valentine was captured and eventually hanged. Ever since, the ghost of his horse has been roaming the desert, cursing whoever sees him with bad luck.
You don't really believe that, do you?
All I know is, Ed Raleigh sees the horse, and what happens less than 2 minutes later? He gets bit by a rattlesnake. You do the math.
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
Check. My antiperspirant's going to get a workout today.
You talked to the Raleighs?
Yes, I'm supposed to go ahead and have a good time and not worry about Ed, which is a lot easier said than done.
He'll be okay. Getting bit by a rattler's no picnic, but it sounds like he's out of the woods.
Shorty told me about the phantom horse that appeared just before it happened. Did you see it too?
It was the strangest thing I've ever seen. Guess you're gonna be asking me a lot of questions, huh?
I'm sorry. Am I bugging you?
The Raleighs said you were a detective.
Their niece, Bess Marvin? She told them that, and she exaggerates.
I'm gonna be honest with you, ma'am. We were short a couple hands to begin with, and now with the Raleighs gone and everybody on edge over what happened last night, well, this is not a good time to be visiting Shadow Ranch, that's all.
The Raleighs asked me to take something out to Mary Yazie's, but it's in the den in the roll-top desk, which is locked. They said you had the key?
Sure do. They gave me their key ring at the hospital.
Great, thanks.
To get to Mary's shop, just follow the trail that goes northeast out of the corral. Can't miss it. And I should probably warn you, she doesn't like the Raleighs.
How do you know?
It's just the feeling I get when I talk to her, that's all.
How do you think that rattlesnake wound up in the Raleigh's bedroom?
Probably crawled in through a mouse hole sometime during the day and took a nap. Nighttime's when they're most active. Something the Raleighs found out the hard way.
Could somebody have put it there?
Guess it's possible. Person would have to know how to handle snakes, of course, but then if you work in the desert, that's one of the things that's good to know.
I talked to my friends, Bess and George. Their plane's been delayed. They aren't sure when they're going to get here.
Sorry to hear that. Well, to be honest, I'm not, really. Driving back and forth to the airport takes a lot of time, and time's one thing we're all running kind of short of around here.
I'll let you get back to work.
Ma'am?
Can't check that off till I'm finished. The Raleighs sold a trunk full of junk to Mary Yazzie. Sounds like this Jane Nash person has it out for the Raleighs. This doesn't look like it was ever opened.
As usual, things did not work out like I planned. Just when I get everything fixed just right for you to go looking for the thing I hid for you, I go and get myself arrested. But no matter what you hear, nothing is gonna happen to me. I will be fine and we will be together soon, I promise. Meanwhile, you can keep busy by looking for what I hid. Start by using this piece of paper to mark where all the rock pictures are. They will tell you what to do next. Your favorite flowers and the flowers on your favorites, start keeping them in mind too. I will leave a message for you in this here cell, just in case they decide to move me to the jail down in Tumbleweed or something. I like vexing your brain, because when you are thinking real hard, like when you're playing the piano, you are more beautiful than anything in the world. I am sure to be out of here before you find my treasure, but in case I am not, know that it is all yours, and that you are more precious to me than 10,000 treasures put together. 9, 12, 15, 22, 5, 25, 15, 21. Dirk. P.S. I do not and never will hold what your father did to me against you.